In this session, we'll discuss GATE questions related to the topic characteristic strength of concrete. Also, in the previous video, I had given you one example where you had to compute characteristic strength. We will solve that question. So let us first see GATE question. So in GATE 2017, there was one question. Let me read the question. Let the characteristic strength be defined as that value below which not more than 50% of the results are expected to fall. Assume a standard deviation of 4 megapascal. The target mean strength to be considered in the mixed design of M25 concrete would be. So how you are going to solve this? We know the definition of characteristic strength as per IS 456. It has been specified for 5% of the results are expected to fall. Remember how the characteristic strength was defined? It was defined as that value below which not more than 5% of the results are expected to fall. Now, based on that, you had this formula FCK, characteristic strength, equal to mean strength minus 1.65 standard deviation. Now, this 1.65 correspond to 5% of the result below the defined. So this formula is not applicable to compute the target mean strength. Now please remember here the target mean strength, when I say this FM, that is the mean strength, is your target mean. So here what I can see, this formula is not applicable. So I have to modify this. So how you can write this? I can write FCK equal to target mean strength minus K into standard deviation. Now this K will correspond to what percentage of the results are expected to fall below the defined strength. Now let us see the normal distribution curve. Now this is the normal distribution curve. Okay. Now it has been said that 50% of the result are expected to fall below that particular strength. Okay, so here you see, if I consider this particular point is what? Mean strength minus 2 sigma. So here you can see 2.15% of the test results are expected to fall below this one. If I take this value, how much percentage of the test result are expected to fall below this particular value, mu minus sigma, that is mean minus standard deviation, it will be 2.15 plus 13.6. Similarly, if I come over here, okay, this at this particular strength, so how much percentage of the test results are expected to fall below this strength? 34.1 plus 13.6 plus 2.15. So this is nearly 50%. Now here, what is the strength? This is mean. So this mu is nothing but it is representing the mean strength. So as per the definition of characteristic strength, what is the definition which has been asked in the question? It has said that strength below which not more than 50% of the test results are expected to fall. Okay. So here you can see that. So it means your FCK is equal to FCK is mean strength. That is the formula which we had mentioned. FCK equal to FM minus KS. This K is becoming 0. Okay, because FCK equal to mean strength when K is 0. Okay, this K value is 0. So what has to be the answer? The answer has to be the characteristic strength and target mean strength both are equal. Okay. You could have modified this formula like this here also. FM equal to FCK plus. We are supposed to find this target mean strength. Now I know this K value is 0, so the target mean strength is equal to, so the answer has to be 25. strength per mm square or 25 megapascal. Let us see the question which had been asked in GATE 2014. He said the target mean strength for concrete mix design obtained from the characteristic strength and standard deviation sigma as defined in IS 456-2000 is. So we know it is saying directly IS 456-2000. Now, as per IS 456-2000, we know 5% of the test results are expected to fall below the specified strength. So it means that FCK equal to what? FM minus 1.65 into standard deviation. FM is mean strength. It is asking what is the target mean strength. So target mean strength will be what? FCK plus 1.65 sigma. So the answer has to be. Now let us move to the question which was posted in the previous video. So here was the question. You had this sample 1 to 30 and the cube strength corresponding to the sample size. Here how many number of samples are there? There are total 30 samples. So the number of samples, that is n, how much? 30. Now we know the characteristic strength is given as mean strength minus 1.65 times standard deviation. Okay. So what we need to do? We need to compute the mean strength and we need to compute the standard deviation. How we are going to compute mean strength? You have to sum all these values and divide it by number of samples. So the mean strength will be 23 plus 24 plus 24 so on. You have to add all the terms plus 31 divided by, so what is the number of sample? It is, so you can compute this. So what is standard deviation? The formula for standard deviation is equal to square root of, okay, summation of x minus fm square divided by n minus 1. Now this x minus fm is also called as deviation. Okay? How much the value is deviating from mean strength. Okay? X minus fm is deviation. So what you have to do? You have to compute the deviation of each of these values. Okay, whatever value, whatever compressive strength or cube strength is given, you have to find the deviation of each of these value. You have to square it and then divide it by n minus 1. So let us do that. Let's compute the deviation. Now to do that, let me compute the deviation. So the deviation here you can compute 23 minus mean. Okay. So first let me compute the mean strength. Now how you can compute the mean strength? What I'll do? I'll sum these values divided by number of samples. So I'll write equal to sum, click this value, press Ctrl Shift. I have to select the values on the right hand side. So click right arrow, Ctrl Shift right arrow. It selects this one. So you can see here the formula. Okay, the values has been selected. This value has to be divided by what? Total number of samples. How many samples are there? There are total 30 samples. So here you get the mean. So this is your mean. Okay, let me make it bold. Let me make this bold. So the mean strength is 26.6. I need to compute the deviation. As I said, deviation is how much this value, these values are deviating from the mean. So what I will do, equal to this minus mean. So I have got the deviation value. Similarly, you have to do for all this, equal to this minus. It will take time if you go with this process. So the quick method I can tell you, what you do, you press equal to this minus mean. Now the mean is not changing, so what I need to do, I need to lock it. So when you select this one, you press F4. Now you can see now AL4 has been assigned with $AL$4. It means the value has been fixed. Press enter. Now select this one. When you get this cross here, you drag this value, you are going to get the deviation. Okay. Now what I can do, I can compute the deviation, because ultimately x minus fm is what? Deviation. So the deviation square I need to compute. So I'll do equal to this into this I can do. So you have to do it for all these values. Now what I can do, I can click this, when I get a cross here, drag this, you're going to get the deviation square. Now what has to be done? We have to do the summation of these deviation square divided by n minus 1, and we have to take the square root. So let us do the summation of this deviation square. So summation of deviation square, so let me write here, summation of deviation square. So what is summation of deviation square? Let me write down equal to, so I need to sum this off. So we know how we did when we computed mean, equal to what you have to do, you have to write sum, click this value. Now I need to know that I have to move forward, press Ctrl Shift forward arrow. So you have got this. So you have getting summation of deviation square as 94.7. Now let us compute standard deviation. So what will be the standard deviation? So standard deviation is what? Square root of, so I'll do first of all square root of what? Deviation square divided by n minus 1. So I'll do this, this is deviation square divided by n minus 1, that is 30 samples minus 1. Okay, and I have to take the square root of that, so power 0.5. So the standard deviation is 1.81. The unit will be, of course, megapascal or Newton per mm square. So what is characteristic strength? So let me write down FCK. So the characteristic strength is what? Mean minus 1.65 times standard deviation. I have mean strength minus 1.65 into standard deviation. So you have got the characteristic strength as 23.7 Newton per millimeter square or megapascal. So if someone asks, based on these values, what grade designation you are going to give to the concrete, so you should not tell M23.7, no. Now you know this strength is 23.7, so the grade designation will be M20. That is the characteristic strength for this particular set value. You are going to say that this concrete is representing M20 grade concrete. It is not representing M25 because this 23.7 is less than 25 Newton per millimeter. But definitely you can say the grade of concrete as M20. I hope this is clear to you.